Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could join me this Thursday morning, August 31st, 2023. And our goal is to help you make so much money you need a 10-ton truck. Here at Forex Smart Trade, we've got some proprietary trading indicators that are very, very accurate. And they've been around almost a quarter of a century now. And we have found that with personalized one-on-one training, we can teach you to use them and be a highly effective currency trader. Currency trading has changed my life, and I'd like to help you make it change yours. So with that, let's jump in and see what we got going. First, we need to listen to this guy.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
If you haven't noticed yet, I am testing some different webinar platforms. So today we are not on Zoom. We're not on Zoom. I sent out a different link, so hopefully you saw that and you are here. And just one other bit of information. Monday is a holiday, so we will not do a live trade in the afternoon. So we will reconvene Tuesday morning with the live trade session. But one of the great things about the program is that we do these live trade sessions. One as a means for instruction, so that you can see a successful trader do their analysis, and two, so that you can see for yourself how good our tools are and make your own evaluation. When you become a regular member, we have live trades every morning at 10 a.m. and again every evening at 10 a.m. Where we've got an experienced trader like myself who comes online and walks you through their analysis. We've got a dozen different signals, so each of the traders trade with a signal that kind of matches their availability to trade and their risk profile. But one of the things that differentiates us is that when you do become a member, we are committed to your success because you are trading with company funds, and we don't want you to lose the funds. It's our money. It's basically kind of like an interest-free loan that you don't have to repay if you lose it, but we don't believe you will lose it. And one of the reasons is because we are providing constant training. Every Wednesday evening, we've got an advanced member meeting. Every Saturday morning, we've got a back to the basics meeting where we keep reviewing different trade strategies and take questions so that you get the information you need to be your highest and best. I like to work off of a little checklist that helps keep me focused. Green chart, good habit to restart your green chart every day to clear out the memory and pick up any updates that have been made in the program. at the end of every day. Good habit to review the trades of yesterday. For those of you who took my overnight trade setup, we didn't do too good on that yesterday. Shortly after into the new day, the signal reversed. So I did remove the stop loss and hedged it. But for those of you who didn't, you would have gotten stopped out. So I apologize. The signal was good. I like the signal. I would take it again. In fact, it was a good enough signal that I may have doubled up on, but I didn't. But I had thought about it. So it was a good signal. It just one of those things where the market had changed. And sometimes that happens. Thought we could squeeze 20 pips, 22 pips out of it, but we didn't. We are technical traders. That means we are trading based on the price action, and that's what our indicators are very good at predicting where the move is going to be going to. But news does impact currency prices, so we want to know what that news is, and we get that news by going to forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks news down into three categories. Yellow, which is low impact, orange, which is medium impact, and red, which is high impact. And it's these red guys that we want to trade around. These numbers, core PCE price index and unemployment claims, these numbers are already published. They know what they are. They're just releasing them at 8:30. And those who are connected have ways of getting this information before it's officially released. So sometimes what you'll see when these red items are popping up, that people will start trading on the information because they'll have it beforehand. So I do not like to trade one of these items within 2 hours of this 8:30 time. So we are within the 2 hours. So this morning we won't take any trades on the USD, but we will still do our analysis on it. So other than that, next item is in the middle of the night, the Swiss franc. Any trade that we take now will be done by then. So as I mentioned earlier, we do have about a dozen different signals. And when we coach you, we create a trade plan that's specifically designed to you and your availability to trade and your risk preferences. My favorite trade is something called the 10-point trade signal. I like to do it off of a 1 hour chart. I want to be 30 minutes into the chart to see the setup coming. And on a 1 hour chart, typically you can get anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. And my sweet spot is 10 to 11 pips. If I can do that 3 times a day, I am doing very, very well. And you will too. And basically, it allows me to get in and out within 1 to 3 hours, which is something that I like. I want to get in and get out and then be on to the next thing. Now, there's other strategies where if you're trading off of a longer term chart, it's going to take longer for the move to happen, and you'll ideally make more. But based on how I like to do it, I like to get in and get out. And if I can do it 3 times, I've got a good trading day. And basically what I'm trying to do is get all the lines to line up from all 3 sections of the chart. So let's go ahead and take a look. The chart I am trading off of is something called the Light 6 Major. It's one of the standard charts. It's a composite chart that's showing me 6 different currency pairs. And on this first chart, they're all US based. And as I said, it's an hour chart. And I start with the middle section of the chart, which we call the majors and minors. The black and green line is the black and green line. Excuse me, the black and gray line is the minor indicator. The red and green line is the major indicator. This horizontal red line is the oversold line. This horizontal blue line is the overbought line. And I am looking for situations where we are either oversold and the lines are going up. That's a buy opportunity. Or overbought and the lines are going down. That's a sell opportunity. And I want to kind of ride it through the channel. So you can kind of see over here on the USD yen, it was oversold. It went through the channel and you can see the up move. So that's what I'm looking for. So here we actually have the signal on the Australian dollar USD. We're oversold. All the lines are going up. That's the second. So I'm looking for three things. One, we're oversold, which we are. Two, all the lines are going up, which we are. And three, the green line is over the red line and the gray line is over the black line. So that's three. So I've got all three elements here. So this is a good signal. What couple things I'm not as keen on, even though we have the signal here, is the steepness of the green line. And you can see it's moving a little bit. Right now it's right about 45 degrees, the angle of it. But it's going a little bit below and a little bit above. I like the steepness to be at least 45 or better. That bothers me a little bit. And then the second thing is there's a little bit of a gap here. The green line is a little bit of a gap from the green line to the red line going into the channel. I prefer this to be a little closer, but I do have 3 points here. When I have 3 points here, I'm going to jump up to the TNTs, and each of these lines are measuring something different. There are 4 lines up here. I want to count how many lines are supporting the buy signal that I see here. And right now, I only have 1. The thick orange line is going up. The thin orange line is flat. Thin orange line is flat. The blue lines are inversely related. So what that means is when blue is going up, that means sell. So 3 of these lines, or 2 of these lines are saying sell. 1 is saying buy. I want at least 3 of them telling me sell. So since I don't have that, I'm going to pass. Euro USD, again, oversold. Everybody's going up. The green line's on top. The gray line is on top. But one of the things, there's a couple. So I got 3 points here, but it's a couple things I don't like. One, there's a kink in the line where we're going from more steep to less steep. And we are less than 45 degrees here. I'd like to have this greater than 45 degrees. And then we've got the big gap between where the green line is and the horizontal red line. But 3 points, the 2 orange lines are going up, dotted blue coming down. So 3 of the 4 are telling me sell. And then I'm jumping down to the pressure. So I've got the second element that I'm looking for up here. I want the lines either going up or I want the green line on top. So right now we've got pretty strong down pressure with the red line on top. The green line's about to cross over and go on top, but it's not quite there yet. So I'm missing the point that I'm looking for here. So let's keep going. Pound USD, oversold. Here on the majors, the green line is way less than 45 degrees. So it is on top. Technically, it's going up. The slope is up on both the red and the green line, but when it's less than 40, this is way less than 45 degrees. I'm not going to take it. So we're going to pass. Overbought on the USD Canadian dollar. Minors are coming down, majors are going up. So I don't have agreement between the lines. The more I get all of the lines to agree, the higher the probability of the trade that I want is going to happen. Dollar Swiss franc, overbought. Everybody's coming down. I've got the double cross with the red and black line on top. So 3 points here. nice steepness on the green line. It's greater than 45 degrees. So I like that. I don't like that it's so far gapped from entering the channel, but I can live with that. 2 orange lines going down, telling me sell. Dotted blue going up, telling me sell. So 3 out of 4. And here, the red line has crossed over. I've got strong up pressure. What makes the pressure stronger is the slope of the line and the closeness of the 2 lines. So the closer the lines, the stronger the pressure. So like here, this is kind of weak down pressure. But this is crossed over. So I've got 7 points here. 1 point here, 3 points here, and 3 points here. Problem is we've got we're not going to take this trade even though the setup is there, because we've got this news item coming up at 8:30. My next step would have been to kind of take a look at the 2 and the 4 hour chart to confirm the setup. So USD, CHF. So here, instead of the composite chart, this is showing me the dollar Swiss franc at multiple time periods: an hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, 8 hours, 12 hours a day. What I want to see is I want to see that we're overbought on the 2 and the 4. We are overbought. It's starting to come down, and we're overbought on the 4. And it's sideways. I don't care specifically that this is going down or not yet on either of these, actually. I just want them to be overbought. And the reason being is if this weakens, but these 2 are still overbought, eventually they'll come down. It'll just take longer for the trade to execute. And even if it goes a little bit in the other direction, there's less of a likelihood that will get stopped out. So we've got this here. Then once I figure that out, then so once I have this, then I would look at a clean chart to see what it's worth. I'm not going to look at the clean chart because I want to see if we can find a trade for today. But that setup, this is a good setup. USD yen. We've got disagreement between the majors and the minors. The minors are overbought going up. Majors are in the channel going sideways. And it looks like we've got a bit of a resistance line here. So we're going to go to our next chart, which is non-US pairs, and see what we have. Euro pound, oversold. Everybody's going up. I've got the double cross, green on top and gray on top. So I've got 3 points here. It's entering the channel, which I like. What I don't like is there's a kink in the line where we're going from more steep to less steep. I want it reversed, less steep to more steep. So this is a red flag for me. 2 orange lines going up, dotted blue going down. So 3 points here. And we have weaker down pressure with green on top. So we have a point here, and the green line is pulling away, so it's starting to roll. So we have all the points that we want. As I said, there's one thing I don't like, which is this little kink in the line. But let's go ahead and take a look. So euro, Great Britain pound. And it's a buy. Two hours oversold and going up. 4 hours oversold and going up. Again, I don't necessarily mean to go them up. Both of these are actually good signals indicating that we could probably get more because this is showing everybody's going up. So let us figure out what the trade is worth. To figure out what the trade is worth, I'm going to open up a clean chart. Euro, Great Britain, pound. Let's do it again. There we go. So I want to know where the support and resistance are. The support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. And those spots are going to create the limits of what I'm going to trade between. So I'm going to draw a line and try to stop at where I see these natural stopping spots. And kind of stops in here, stops in here, stops over here, stops over here. And by opening up the chart, it gives me more data points to draw these lines. And usually these lines on a 1 hour chart are about 30 or 40 pips apart. So it seems to stop in here, stop in here, stop over here, over here, over here, over here. So now let's open it back up. And then I also want to know what the trend is. The trend is how the price has been trading over the last few days. And you can see this is a clear downtrend, pauses, downtrend, uptrend, kind of a downtrend. This is maybe you could even call this sideways, up. And now it looks like we're trading into a downtrend over the last day. So if I am trading against the trend, I want to take less pips because I don't want to get caught. If we go back here, I don't want to get caught taking a buy here and then it keep going down. But you can see I could get a little bit of an up here. But if I take it and it keeps going down, I'm just going to get stopped out. So I want to avoid that. So I'm going to take less pips, even though there's a down move showing. So here, I want to know how many pips I have to each of these sides. So here we've got 7 pips up. And 4 pips down. So this is a little smaller than normal on the pound, euro pound. Let's save this. Let's go back and look at the signal. We got this little kink in the line. I think we can get 6 pips out of this. Let me just double check one more time. $85.81. $85.81. All right, so you can take this in your simulator, or if you're using MetaTrader, you can open up. This is a demo account that I'm going to trade off of. So I'm going to open up the chart. I don't have it open, so File, New Chart. and it's going to be in this third group here. Probably it is the euro pound. Let's see, euro pound. Where is it? Euro. I don't see it. Maybe it's in the second one. Euro pound. It's in the second one. Then I'm going to go to new order. This account has 0.92 in it, or $9,200 in it. The way I can figure out my lot size is I move this decimal place over, so I can go from 0.92 would be the optimal lot size. I could have 2 open trades. I can go anywhere from half of that, so 0.45, all the way to double that, 1.8. I'm going to take a lot size of 1. Lot size of 1. It is going to be a market buy. Once it is recorded, I am going to right-click on it, go to Modify. It brings up this table, and we're going to go for 8 pips. 8 pips is 80 points. If I click the little blue copy as, it does the math for me here. We're going to use a 3-to-1, which would be 24 pips. 24 pips as a stop loss, which is 240 points. Again, I click this, put it in, and I want to see where we're at. And I like that we're touching this candle here. So we've got a take profit of 0.85804. We took a buy on the euro pound, 0.85804, with the stop loss of 0.85481. Stop loss of 0.85481. I expect this to close in the next 3 hours, and we should be good. All right, gang. Thank you for joining me. Again, pay attention to the emails, because I'm going to be testing a couple other streaming services to see how it goes. If you have any comments on how this went, you can send me an email at Paul McMann at forexsmarttrade.com. If you liked it or you didn't like it. And there'll be no live trade on Monday because of the holiday. Have a good holiday weekend, and we will see you Tuesday morning, same bat time, same bat channel, for those of you who remember that reference. Thanks so much, and we'll see you Tuesday. Bye-bye.